Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. On the mound for this one, Steven Matz. What's the scouting report on him?
Tonight for the Mets.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Second,
and
right
now it's Juan Soto. And a big swing and a miss. The Mets off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Donovan makes the grab, 2 down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The pitch. To third, Arenado. On to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. It's the Mets nothing. Redbirds stepping up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Clay Holmes.
Leading off.
Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Gets down, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Nolan Gorman.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Lindor. They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. The Cards leave 1. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Mark Vientos. Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. So up next for New York, Brett Bryant. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Starling Marte up to hit. That's to third. Arenado to first in time. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Stepping in, Alec Burleson. Lifted in the air down the left side. Lindor on his way over, and it's caught for the out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto. He's got it, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting 7. The center
so up next, Jordan Walker. Hit on the ground to short. Fires over to first. That's the third out. And down in order go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Puts it away for the out. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
Up the middle, and that squirts through. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. And now it's Frankie Lindor. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone. Juan Soto now.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Out towards left center. Walker on the move. And that's the third out. Two left for the Mets, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swings and misses. It's a ball and two strikes.
Two strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now up for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the third.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late.
Alonso.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Walker sizes this one up. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. 1 down, base is empty. Up the middle. And that one handled. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball, could be 2. Slings to second. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We're midway in the fourth. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Donovan.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. One, two now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hit in the air, left field. Bryant makes the catch, and there's one gone. So digging in, Ivan Herrera. Holmes winds and deals. And a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
So a man at first. He'll do it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So one left for the Cardinals. Still no score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that one ripped into right. Fair ball.
The center fielder.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Brandon Nimmo. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Nope.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Oh, a great flip. 1 at second to first, not in time. Great effort there. Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Swings here and blasts one left field, raging back towards the wall. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Nimmo off of first with 2 away. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double. Second and third now. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Francisco Lindor. 1-1 now. On the ground. Win. Fires to first. Lindor retired. That's out number 3. Halfway through this one. Still no score. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Arenado.
On the ground to the
That
left.
ball's foul.
And foul ball. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. And this place is rocking. His 4th home run of the season. And the Cardinals have the lead now. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Mason Wynn will hit next. Got him swinging. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And here's the first baseman, Pedro Pajes. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So the batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Michael Ciani. That one missed. Now this is in the air down the line. Soto settles under it and makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Cards on the board first with this solo blast. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Kyle Leahy up and throwing. Liberator, the lefty, warming up as well. And he boots it. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. One gone, runner at first. Mark Vientos digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that is gone. Home run number 10 on the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path.
Now pitching.
Kyle Leahy gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Starling Marte. Fly ball down the line. Ciani on the move towards the line. Full extension, makes the catch.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure.
Back here at Busch Stadium, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Brendan Donovan. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it stays fair. Ivan Herrera, the next to hit. Laser, base hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
A couple of singles back-to-back. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example.
Manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 58, Paul Blackburn.
Donovan over at second. Herrera on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Off-balance feed. There's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but
and we're back. And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Crazy. And now the catcher comes up to him, Luis Torrens. In the air, right side. And it stays fair. Runner at first with 2 away. And here is Francisco Lindor. Late on that fastball. Torrens, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 3 on the foul tip. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. Back here in St. Louis, here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one out to right. Soto pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Jordan Walker. Fought off foul. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. Kick swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. He held up just enough. That's ball 4. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Cardinals.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
64.
Ryan Fernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well,
Leading off
one-run
the
game.
bat,
Now,
right fielder,
Juan Soto.
Soto.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He nails one out to right. And they add a run. It's 3-1.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next to hit, Pete Alonso. And that's way high. And the count is even 2-2. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Zach Thompson, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Liberator also getting ready. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Vientos.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. Back in the sixth, he drove a two-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
1-2 now. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike three. And stepping in for New York, Brett Bryant. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
In the air, right field. He makes the grab, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the eighth, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Michael Ciani. Soto gets under it, hauls it in for the out. And now, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are two down. And now it's going to be Ivan Herrera. This one in the air, right field. Nabs it, and that will end the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matthew Liberator.
Now
bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit.
52.
Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That was 95 to finish him off.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter. The bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Swing and a ball popped up. Gorman. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's two down. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Brings it in. And that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Now batting, the third
Now it's
baseman,
Nolan Arenado.
Arenado.
Tying run at the plate. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Soto snags it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases
Now
for sure.
batting,
If the pitcher's his
center
friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready.
Line drive, base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with two away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. And here comes the Mets manager.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 81, Danny.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. One strike away. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. In the dirt. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
Misses off the plate, 3-2 now. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. And now Pedro Pajes. So the tying run at second. Hard hit right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Yes.